Alright, well, needless to say, the emus won another war. We were placing them inside the barn. They have a little enclosure in there where this is where they get fed every day. So they have their food in here, which is kind of goat proof, so the goats can't get to it. And I fill it up and they do come and eat. And as you can see, it's quite a lot left in there. And they have a heated water bucket here for the night. So we'll put them in here. We'll call them for the feed. They'd come in. And then we'd shut this door so they can't get out. And we kind of reinforce this door so it goes all the way up. Because before it only went waist high. And they would just jump right over it, of course. So we could lock them in on cold days. Well, we were doing that and then found out after a few nights that they just weren't coming in to feed anymore. They'd rather be out. And then they were sleeping out in the bitter cold, and that was absolutely horrible. So I guess we've kind of compromised. So what we've done is this little lean-to shed thing that we built. The goats were using it, but we found that the emus do use it. So stacked a whole bunch of hay in it and around it. And they do spend the night in there and most of the day. So they've won the war. They can stay out in the bitter cold, but yet more sheltered. And they don't have to be locked inside. And as you can see, they're very hesitant to go back in to feed. I have a food bowl out there in the corner. The only problem is if I put anything in that bowl, the goats can get to it and they'll eat it before the emus get to it. So they do eat, and not as much maybe, because they're afraid. And I think what happens when I come home, the food is gone. So I think while I'm out here, they are afraid to go in for too long in case they get locked in again. So I think they do go back before night falls and they finish it off, because the goats certainly can't eat that. So unless the squirrels can get into it and they can eat that much food, more power to them, but I doubt it. So the emus are now on their own outside at night. They can come in. The stable is always open enough for them to come in. Now, if I do hear of blizzard conditions and high winds, I'll probably somehow have to corral them in. We've tried corralling them. The more we get closer to corral them, it's like they know. They run way back there in the woods, and then there's no chance of getting them because you just can't catch an emu when you chase them. We've even got it with the food bucket where we walked so close, and once we got in there, they backed off. It's like they knew. So far, this is working out well. I will probably get some of those slats in between those skids right there. Put some more hay bales around. Make sure it's really toasty and warm. I don't want to enclose it completely in case that deters them from going in. What's going on, kitty? Huh? Hairball? Little thing's got a hairball. Hear it? Cutie. There goes the next one. He goes in. Okay. Something's going on in there. Something is going on. These are the, I don't know, not the front yard chickens, I should say. They roost up here. There's Rolex. Once breeding season starts, this guy here is going back with his I am Samani hens in an enclosure where they're not going to be able to breed with others. And then he's going in with the Lyonnaise ladies, Pocahontas. And that way I have some Lyonnaise. My Swedish hen, he's on his own because I don't have any actual hens. He's the only rooster of that breed. So he's going to be part of the barnyard mixes, just like my Polish hay up there. Barnyard mixes. And way back in the corner you see Bonnie. She roosts in here at night. My peahen, right behind that chicken. So they have water up there, food. Today I mixed them some mash with raw eggs and mash. So we've got that for them. This way they have the extra protein and minerals that they need to stave off the cold in winter. And of course they get a whole bunch of cracked corn and corn. Some carbs. So they can regenerate their little heat boxes. And well, the ducks are still here. They are really enjoying themselves. I must say, they have their little swimming pool here, which they use. It's heated, I should say. We got a submersible in there, so it keeps it warm, warmish. It's like, I don't even know what the temperature is, but it feels like it's 70 something. Or maybe not. It just feels very warm. You actually can see steam coming off of it. And when you look at that green one over there, which I'm glad I got that. I got to fill up about 5 gallons every day into that because you can see the steam does rise off of it. So there's some evaporation, but mostly the emus, the goats do drink from that. I don't see very many chickens drinking from this, which I'm grateful for because we only change this out maybe 2-3 times a week. And since the ducks swim in it, it's kind of mucky dirty. But they do all drink in there. There's some water that drips off the roof. We kind of captured it there, so if there's any liquid water out here, then they're out here, they can have some of that too. So yeah, we've got some stuff going on. And what do we have in here today? Oh, tomorrow comes another layer of straw. They decided to come in again tonight. There's Clyde with his beautiful dress. And third wheel over here. And of course we have Broody as always. Panda, still Broody. That girl is not stopping. I need her to stop being Broody. Well, not necessarily going to force her, but oh my gosh. She is hoarding eggs. Look at that. Well, I'm going to come and get him here in a minute. Can't wait for the weather to warm up. This girl is going to have so many chicks following her. She will breed them all out. She will hatch them all. I don't even think I need an incubator anymore. Matter of fact, if she can sit for that long, I might even put an emu egg on her. That'll be like 8 weeks. It takes 8 weeks to hatch an emu egg. Give or take, right? But can you imagine her sitting on an emu egg? It'll be poking out from under her, but I'm sure she'd do it. She's the one to do it. If anybody, it'll be her. She was broody all the time. All right, time for me to... little one should be home soon. He is lately going to collect eggs. I might have to help him with this one. This one's a higher up nesting box. He's got a hard time reaching it. And even our little kitty goes into the nesting boxes. She is such an adorable cat. She's with me. Where is your brother? Right? Where's your little brother? Well, I should say big. He's bigger than you. Yeah, so Hendrix will be home soon, and he will come and get all the eggs collected. So I'll just make sure that I'll help him with the higher up nesting boxes. I think all the ones in here he can reach, because he can go in there. It's a cabinet. These are all his level. Oh, there's some in there. There's some down there, and there's one down there. Yeah, so tomorrow comes the new layer of straw again, which will be really nice. We rake kind of the edges up, rake everything over a little bit, and throw a couple of bales on top so it's deep bedding. And in the spring it all comes out, and it will go to the compost heap, and then we'll start over. And with all this composting going on, it kind of keeps the heat in here. It warms things up a little bit. It helps heating. Alright guys, I'll let you go ahead and finish laying, and I gotta put the top back on that feeder. And we'll see you next time.